John Davies of The Susan Show. Today we are out at Keg Grove Brewery, where they are very focused about making their brewery not only full of great beer, but community-based. We're gonna go inside, get a little bit more of a background on who these guys are and what makes their beer so special. Come on.
Now it's about 9 or 10 years ago. My wife and I were hanging out one day, and I told her, "Hey, I think I want to brew beer." And in a moment of weakness, she said, "Okay." So I disappeared, and I clicked the buttons I already had saved on my computer to order all the stuff I needed.
Yeah.
And later on that night, she said, "You're not really going to do it, are you?" And I already ordered it. It's happening. So I just started messing around and brewing different things, and eventually, being a part of this community is important to us, and supporting local businesses is important. And Brian Ballard had the hop shop, and at that time it was in downtown Bloomington. And I went in there and I started, frequenting, and I'd leave with way too much stuff. And one day he was like, "Dude, this is crazy. You just need to go all," because there's two different kinds of home brewing. You can do extract or whole grain, or all grain. And he told me, "Listen, just go all grain. Just do it. You'll be fine. This is goofy what you're doing, basically." And I went back and forth quite a few times. And the one thing that was important to me, as I had already worked with a couple of friends, was I wanted to do it so that we created the recipes. So, and then from there, more and more of my neighbors and friends kind of joined in the group, and we were brewing at a crazy pace, just always trying something new, trying to keep the kegerators full for parties, keep our friends happy. And, when you're giving people free beer, you have lots of people saying, "Hey, this is the best ever. You got to totally open a brewery."
Right.
Yes, but I'm giving you free beer, right? And it just kept going, and we kept spreading, and more people tried it, and we were getting some seriously good feedback, and a few people really believed in us, and we were like, all right, well, maybe this can really happen. And probably not.
Okay.
I don't know what I ever envisioned. It's just like, I guess you always envision the biggest and the best. One of my holy grail breweries is Revolution Brewing up in Chicago. Their tap room is gorgeous. Their beers I love their beers. And there's many other breweries I love, but that was just one that from the day I first walked in their door, I was like, wow, now we are nothing like them.
Sure.
From beers to ambiance to the building to everything, we're nothing like them at all. But I don't know if there was ever one vision. It was just finding the right vision. The hopes and the dreams started to keep up. Right now that's where it's at. Day one, my goal was to not run out of beer. I succeeded. We went from 8 taps to 10 taps. That's a success. Thanks to the new law that just passed, we have guest tap now, which is fantastic, and we hope to be able to have a cider in the future when we can work with the city to change that a little bit. 5 years, 10 years, just keeping up with demand. Really, we want to create a demand and keep up with that demand. That's the biggest thing. Hopefully it can go bigger and better, but you don't want to get too big that you can't handle it. None of us that are involved are spring chickens per se. We're all older, we all have kids, our families are a part of this community, and from day one, community was important to us. We didn't just want to be a business, we wanted to be a business that made a difference if we could. And you can't always be the best, but you try to do everything you can. And from day one, when we said we were coming out, we tried to volunteer at different organizations, functions. We tried to give as much as we could, but we didn't have the money necessarily. Even right now, we're 3.5 months old. A financial donation is difficult at this time. We're still getting our feet under us,
Sure.
But we're always happy to give our time and our resources in any way we can. So one thing we came up with was, for the first month we were open, we actually recruited as many friends and helpers as we could to run our tap room, and we gave 100% of the tips to charities. Yeah, zero worker for the first month made any salary, any wage, anything, and 100% of all tips were donated to charities. Anything we can do anytime, we're happy to, but unfortunately we can't do everything all the time. That's the hardest. If you wanted to email us, you can always email us at kgbc@keggrovebrewingcompany.com. can visit our website, which is keggrovebrewing.com, or Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
Address and hours?
Address is 712 East Empire Street. The hours are Wednesday and Thursday 3 to 9, Friday 3 to 11, Saturday 11 to 11, and Sunday 12 to 8.
This is great. Thank you so much for your
No
time.
worries. My pleasure.
Cheers.
Cheers.